Get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Good afternoon and welcome to a midday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying the weekend so far. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kristaps Porzingis.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Then there's Drew Holiday. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Mavericks, Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Davis. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Washington in at the small forward position. Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
Now here's Brown. 6 to shoot. Driving to the basket. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. Thompson outside. Pulls it from 20. Rebounded by the Celtics. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Brown can't hit. Brown against Thompson. The layup misses. The Celtics have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, Drew is so crafty when he gets to the rim.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Irving against Holiday. Pass to Thompson. From the baseline. Porzingis grabs the board.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Brown passes to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Davis. Tatum with it, and Lively picks him up defensively. That one drops for him.
He's that confident. Porzingis barely even thinks about it.
Thompson with it. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Now here's Thompson. He's off on that one.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Pass to Hauser. Outside Tatum. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Lots of poise under pressure. Tatum welcomes a challenge.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? Taking a look at Boston, they are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in.
You know, for the Celtics, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Now here's Irving, coming off a 22-point game against Oklahoma City.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact and getting to the line.
Here's Tatum, 6-point lead. Kick out to Brown. Three-pointer, Holiday. Nails it from beyond the arc. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Thompson right side. Here's Irving. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Celtics lead by 9. Here's Brown. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
The first one falls.
And we've watched Brown blossom into a talented scorer, someone who's capable of shouldering that entire offensive load.
And he can't hit the second.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
Now here's Davis. 14 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Here's Irving. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Outside Holiday. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Holiday's got 8 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And looking at the 2K leaderboard here, you see the top scoring small forwards over the past month. 5th on the list, Jaylen Brown.
And these are some of the most dangerous players in the league. Just capable of getting hot and taking over a game in the blink of an eye.
There's so many great scorers at the small forward spot in the NBA. To make this list, you got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
Now here's Thompson. Still no points. Davis finds Irving. 2 in the cold spell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
That free throw good from Irving.
Man, just the total offensive package. Kyrie is a once-in-a-generation guard.
Both free throws good from Irving.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Celtics lead by 11. Here's Tatum. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now here's Irving. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25.5 a game. The three from Washington. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Holiday with the ball. Irving picks him up. Thompson against Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. Here's Tatum. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
And there's Thompson on the assist from Irving.
Well, it wasn't a pretty start for him, but now he's got a bucket to build on.
And it's the Celtics ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Tatum against Davis. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And Dallas making a change here. Martin's checked in. Mavericks trail by 11. Irving, the pass to Davis. Back to Irving. It's Martin on the wing. Pass to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Holiday. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Brown with it, and Lively picks him up defensively. They get the rebound. And the basket by Holiday. Holiday's got 10 points.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Thompson outside. Off target from 3-point range.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Thompson against Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. It's stolen. It's 2-on-1. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. So it's Boston now, following the score by Dallas. Lively grabs the miss.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Pass to Martin. Outside Irving. Back to Martin. Clock at 6. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Yeah, such a creative playmaker. Love seeing Irving find the open teammate and make the right pass.
Tatum looking it over. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Boston?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Free throw good. Brown. Gafford, he's checked in for Davis. Boston making a switch here. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. And the Celtics making a change here. Walsh is checked in. Here's Pritchard, covered by Lively. Pritchard, the pass to Horford. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Brown for 3. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. Brown's got 5 now.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
And here's Martin. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Pass to Thompson. Martin outside. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Brown. Martin misses. Celtics lead by 13. And here's Brown. Horford passes to Pritchard. Horford inside. He's guarded by Irving. And Horford gets it to go.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Irving. After the basket by Boston. Thompson outside. Puts up a deep 3. Well, he's now 2 for 7 after that bucket.
Yo, this dude has an absolute flamethrower. He makes long shots that look like second nature.
Now here's Brown. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers. To the middle. Shoots. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor. And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving looking around. 4-3. Boston pulls it in.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's Pritchard. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Horford from behind the arc. Gafford grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Irving finds Martin. Irving with it. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
The interior touch of Kyrie Irving, just superb at knowing how to slice through the defense with an array of finishes.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the Mavericks with some changes. Davis, he's checked in for Lively. Christie comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Hardy in for Irving. The Celtics also with a sub. Tatum's checked in. Celtics lead by 10. Here's Pritchard. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Shot from 12. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 6. "59 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Christie. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. It's deflected. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Gafford. Blocked again!
And just refusing to give up second chance points. Excellent defensive rebounding.
Walsh can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 12. For 3, Hardy. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pritchard gets it to go.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Hardy. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for the Celtics. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Mavericks trail by 14. On the court for the Celtics. Second quarter underway. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Walsh in at the 3 slot. Boston has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
Yes, it's good. And the Celtics lead by 16.
Yeah, Tatum read the floor and fed the best guy he could find.
Here's Hardy, still without a bucket. And there's the drive. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Here's Walsh. Blocked! And here comes the break. And he lobs it up top! The shot by Hardy, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. They set the screen. Now Horford. He's guarded by Martin. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. So a moment now to see the story for Jason Tatum.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
First free throw is good.
If you want to talk about a high-value veteran, Al Horford is your guy. I mean, he's been around the block and has a ton of wisdom to share with younger guys.
And Dallas making a change here. Washington's checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Mavericks trail by 15. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Now Tatum. 6 points for him. Pass to Walsh. Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. 5 on the clock. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
First free throw is good. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
That one misses.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
Martin, the pass to Christie. The three is up. Boston pulls it in. Cornette's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Pass to Walsh. Horford outside. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by Boston. Mavericks trail by 13. Martin outside. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Christie. It's Martin on the wing. No good from outside. Celtics lead by 13. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. The Mavericks pull it in. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
They definitely came into that one hoping to be competitive. Unfortunately, they were anything but.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1. Thompson, he's checked in for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Walsh. Falls for Tatum.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Balloting underway, a chance to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting.
Well, it's so interesting to see where the players stack up right now.
You look at Brown, the fans have pushed him into the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting.
And I'm glad they have. This is a guy who deserves to be up there with the rest of those names.
It's shaping up to be a terrific All-Star weekend. More news to come as we receive it. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Christie passes to Gafford. On the wing, Davis. Washington outside. Shoots over Tatum. And it's Washington missing. Boston leading by 16. Fires the 3. And that's his 3rd miss in 7 attempts.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To stop the drought. No good. And that makes him 0 for 3. For Boston, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Pritchard. Porzingis against Davis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hard to contest Porzingis without fouling him. Just too much size and too much skill.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
You know, expectations were so high for Porzingis early in his career. Maybe they didn't all pan out, but he is still a high-level impact player every time he takes the floor.
Both free throws good from Porzingis.
Standing at 7-3, we have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
Here's Christie. Pass to Thompson. Takes a 3. They get it again. Davis, the pass to Gafford. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
With as much defensive attention as AD gets, those passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
Now here's Tatum. 10 points for him. Outside Holiday. Launches a 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Now here's Holiday. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Washington outside. To the inside, Gafford. And the layup is good off the glass.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Boston leading by 14. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. Here's Christie. Down low. Gafford passes to Davis. Thompson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From the wing, Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Gafford against Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Gafford. Tatum finds Horford. Back to Tatum. Davis with the defensive effort.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And Dallas making a change here. Irving's checked in. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Pritchard. Outside for Irving. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Irving's got 7 points.
Oh, what a pretty shot from Kyrie Irving. This man just has the perfect touch from any distance.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Martin, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. And a quick check of the 2K leaderboard. Here are the toughest defenses to score against. 4th, the Celtics.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. To the left wing. Porzingis against Gafford. Back to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Brown with a screen. Lets it fly. Gafford grabs the miss.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Holiday. Irving against Holiday. Irving, no good.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Mavericks trail by 16. Thompson outside. Martin outside. Thompson outside. Outside Irving. From deep. Horford pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Hauser passes to Holiday. Now here's Brown. He's got 7. Pass to Hauser. Gafford with the block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Horford. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dallas has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Holiday against Irving. And here's Thompson for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Now here's Holiday. 8 points in his last timeout. Porzingis finds Holiday. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Thompson. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Irving for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
And Kyrie is a threat from anywhere beyond the arc, including those corners.
Celtics lead by 13. Brown with it. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hauser, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Hauser's got 5.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Dallas shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Irving, the pass to Gafford. Thompson outside. Pass to Irving. Lets the 3 fly. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Boston's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Holiday with the ball. He's guarded by Irving. And the basket by Holiday. 15 points in the game.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
There's a minute 26 left in the first half. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
Now here's Holiday. He's got 15. Porzingis in the post. Working on Gafford. Porzingis misses. Mavericks trail by 14. To the paint. Back to Irving. It's tipped. Gafford passes to Irving. Good D by Porzingis. Boston's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Hauser can't get it to go.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Gafford. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
Brown against Washington. And here's Brown. He's got 7. Porzingis with a screen on Washington. And here's Brown for 3. The shot comes out. And so it's the Boston Celtics now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, Jason, you hold the lead going into halftime. What's been your advantage so far?
For most of the half, we were really good defensively. We let our foot off the gas a little bit, so we got to do a better job.
Keep the pedal to the metal, guys.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Boston Celtics.
When you take care of the boards, usually things turn out well, unless you're getting shot out the gym.
Which hasn't happened yet.
And let's move on and see the top vote getters in this year's All-Star race.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
It's like Vegas. What you do there stays there.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Drew Holiday.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Now Irving. They've got Thompson. Davis out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Lively in at the 5. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Pass to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the wing. Outside Davis. There's the triple. Boston pulls it in. They led by as many as 18.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And they double up Porzingis. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Hauser. Three-pointer. Gets the 3-ball to go. Hauser's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
Now Washington. Back to Irving. To the inside. Lively. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Tatum a screen on Washington. Outside Holiday, lets it fly. Washington grabs the miss.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Irving. Over Holiday.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Pass to Hauser. Brown with it. Here's Brown on the drive. And Brown with the stuff.
Speed on display there from Brown. This man can turn on the Jets. He has another gear.
Mavericks trail by 15. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Lively passes to Washington. And Irving, the bucket on the assist by Washington. Irving's got 15 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. All right, quickly here, let's look at the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. In the third spot, the Celtics.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
And it's Holiday with the ball for the Celtics. 13-point lead. Porzingis with a screen on Irving. Porzingis high post. Hauser passes to Tatum. Outside, Brown from downtown. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Irving. And he banks in the layup. 17 points in the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
So it's Boston now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Porzingis with a screen on Irving. Pass to Hauser from outside the arc. Nails it from 3. Hauser's got 6 in the quarter.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Tatum against Davis. The 3 from Thompson. The rebound, Celtics. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Hauser. Here's Holiday. He's guarded by Irving. Outside Tatum. Back to Holiday. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. Brown, a screen on Davis. Tatum can't hit. Mavericks trail by 14. Thompson with it, picked up by Tatum. Thompson finishes in transition. Good execution.
And Clay looking opportunistic in transition. Great job executing there.
Boston's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Outside Holiday. Mavericks with a rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. To the right side. Washington, a good look. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
His passing has always been a staple of his career. Not too many are better at dishing than Kyrie.
Boston leading by 10. Here's Tatum. He's got 10. Outside Porzingis. Here's Holiday. Uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got 17 points.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Holiday against Irving. Five to shoot. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Drew Holiday.
Fantastic at earning these whistles in close. Look, Kyrie, he has no fear when attacking any defense.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Boston making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And he makes the first but misses the second. And Richard, with the new CBA in place, the middle class is starting to strengthen in the league.
And I think that's a good thing. You don't want minimum players and max players. There is a big gap between those two styles of play. There are so many players that fit in between. There's all-stars. There's young players that deserve a larger portion of the money.
Now here's Porzingis. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14 and a half a game.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for them, they're still out in front.
Irving with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Washington, a screen on Horford. Here's Davis. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
You see why Porzingis is one of the best shot blockers in the league. All the length.
Brown can't hit.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
And that one's good. Irving. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. They led by as many as 18. Porzingis with a screen on Washington. Tatum. And it's rejected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
And Dallas making a change here. Martin's checked in. And Boston has possession. 9-point game. Tatum passes to Holiday. No good on the three.
His three-point shooting kind of dried up in the second half. He is yet to make one after knocking down three before halftime.
Davis can't hit. Celtics lead by 9. Tatum inside. He's guarded by Irving. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Irving. 20 points for him. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Pass to Thompson. Now here's Martin. Inside. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Here's Holiday. He's got 17. And here's Tatum. Here's Brown. Back to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Now here's Irving. Thompson outside. Pass to Martin. Outside Davis. Thompson against Brown. Right side Irving. Back to Thompson. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Brown with it. 9 points in the game. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. Pass to Holiday. Porzingis against Irving. Okay, do it, KP.
Dominant play by Kristaps down in the paint, mixing it up with the defense.
And so it's Dallas with it. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Martin. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Horford outside. Back to Brown. Some solid defense from Martin. Mavericks trail by 11. The 17-footer. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Irving's got 22 points.
There is one guy you can count on, and that's Kyrie Irving. He knows how to find shots and make an impact on that end of the floor.
Porzingis with a screen on Irving. Holiday with the ball. And Lively picks him up defensively. Porzingis misses. Dallas has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Irving, the pass to Lively. And here's Thompson for 3. Horford pulls it in. They led by as many as 18.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Brown against Thompson. Brown passes to Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Fade away. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Holiday against Thompson. Irving for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Tatum. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And when Tatum is aggressive like that, it's tough to keep him off the line.
Well, he shot well from the line tonight, going 4 of 5.
Shoot 2.
That one's off. So for Dallas, Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Christie comes in for Thompson. And it's Hardy in for Irving. Cornette's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Drew Holiday. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both.
Normally he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Here's Martin. And he drops it in from the low post. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. They lead by 7. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Brown, no good.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Washington's checked in for Hardy. And the Celtics also making a change. Walsh is checked in for Tatum. Here's Christie. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Gafford passes to Washington. Horford with a steal. Brown against Martin to end the drought. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Here's Martin. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics. Al Horford out there with Luke Cornett. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Walsh in at small forward. Now here's Tatum. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Martin's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Christie. Now Thompson. And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul of the game. Down low. Tatum with a steal.
Well read defensively. That window closed so fast.
Cornett passes to Horford. Here's Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Cornett. Over Washington. Horford can't hit.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Washington outside. From the arc. Knocks down the long J.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
On the wing, Tatum. And Gafford with the block. Martin outside. Pass to Christie. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Walsh. Celtics lead by 6. Driving in. That one goes in. Walsh has got his first bucket in this one. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Washington against Horford. Pass to Gafford. Now here's Thompson. To the wing on the left. Washington outside. Martin, the pass to Washington. The 3. Boston with a rebound. They led by as many as 18.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he board a rut.
Inside. Pass to Christie. Gafford with the ball. Martin, the pass to Thompson. Looking to get back on track. Boston pulls it in. Cornette's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The Celtics with the lead. On the wing, Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Horford. The shot. Misses the jumper. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Thompson goes up. Stripped away. Thompson against Tatum. Here's Walsh. Back to Tatum. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Christie. Floats one up. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got 8 rebounds in the game. Celtics lead by 8. Now Tatum. The 3. And Tatum drills the 3.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Dallas has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Martin. And here is Thompson, hounded by Tatum. Washington against Horford. And it's Washington missing.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Takes a turnaround, Jay. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got rebound number 11. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh! From the parking lot!
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Martin against Tatum. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Mavericks trail by 10. And here's Washington. Pass to Christie. Back to Washington. Gafford passes to Thompson. From outside, off the mark.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Tatum against Washington. Here's Walsh. Fires for 3. Out to Horford. Here's Pritchard. Clock at 6. Tatum from long range. Drills it from deep. Tatum's got 8 points in the quarter.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Now here's Washington. Over to the left wing. Gafford finds Martin. Washington outside. Over to the wing. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Walsh. Celtics lead by 13. Outside Tatum. Pass to Walsh. Thompson against Tatum. Gafford grabs the miss. Dallas has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. The 3 is up. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And he's good on the first of 3. A different look for Dallas. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Davis comes in for Washington. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Martin. A big group substitution here for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Cornette. Brown comes in for Walsh. Hauser, he's checked in for Horford. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. He hits the second from the line. And he can't make it 3 for 3. Celtics lead by 11. Here's Holiday. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. And so it's Boston with it. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Pass to Hauser. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Thompson. Launches it. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Holiday taking his time here. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
He's 6'4" and well-built. Drew is bigger and stronger than you think.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Talk about a guy who gives you everything. Drew Holiday is a coach's dream.
And he makes both free throws.
You know, one thing you got to love about Drew Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Now here's Thompson, looking to get it going. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. And here's Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 6 assists now in the game.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Up top, Thompson. He shoots it. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
They set the pick. Pass to Holiday. Here's the 3. Mavericks with a rebound. Lively's got 9 rebounds now. Outside Irving. Davis, the pass to Thompson. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. And the basket is good. Irving's got 11 in the second half.
The skill of Kyrie, incredible around the bucket. I have never seen someone his height so good at the rim.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They led by as many as 18. Tatum against Davis. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He encouraged his guys to not hold back, saying, "We can do this, but it's on us. We've got to go out there and be aggressive." So that's the plan coming out of the huddle. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Mavericks trail by 14. Outside Irving. Washington outside. Thompson finds Washington. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing, right side. 4-3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Holiday with the ball. Checked by Washington. Davis against Tatum. To the paint. Here's Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 16.
Gotta love the confidence. Brown wasting no time firing away.
Mavericks shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Washington against Brown. Thompson outside. Brown against Washington. To the inside. Here's Irving. Holiday grabs the miss. Celtics lead by 16. Brown passes to Hauser. Back to Brown. Holiday against Irving. Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. Three-pointer. Drains the triple. Tatum's got 25 points in the game.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Celtics.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Jason Tatum.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Now here's Irving. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
40 seconds left in the fourth. Tatum with it, and Lively picks him up defensively. Tatum passes to Porzingis, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. Mavericks on D, trailing by 17. Powell with a steal. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Jason, congrats on the win. How do you prepare yourself to carry such a big scoring load for this team?
Just a lot of hard work. You know, my teammates trusting me and vice versa. So, you know, we do a good job whoever's hot, you know, getting them the ball, and then just making the right play, whatever it is.
That's what's great about this team. It could be anybody's night. Thanks, Jason.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jason Tatum.